Now we are going to continue with our chapter number 2, sectors of Indian economy. In the previous module, we have discussed the rising importance of tertiary sector in production, where are most of the people employed, and what is the meaning of underemployment and disguised unemployment. So the main reason why most of the people are working in primary sector is that there are not enough jobs available or created in secondary and tertiary sector. So to reduce the dependence of people on primary sector, there is need to create more jobs in tertiary and secondary sector. So we come to the next point, how to create more employment. In India, most of the farmers are very poor. They have small land holdings and most of the time they are dependent on rainfall to grow their crops. Now, most of the farmers have unirrigated land that we have already discussed in our agriculture chapter. Okay, the government can spend some money or banks can provide a loan to construct a well so that they can irrigate the land and grow 2 or more crops from their land. Now, for example, suppose that 1 hectare of wheat can provide employment to 2 people for 50 days. With the help of irrigation, now farmers can grow another crop in the same field, which will keep 2 more members of the family employed in same field. And also, construction of dams and canals will give employment to the people, those who are involved in their constructions. Now, once the dams are constructed, this will give water to the agricultural field, which ultimately increase the productivity of the land. So, suppose a new dam is considered and canals are dug to irrigate many such farms. This could lead to a lot of employment generation within the agriculture sector itself and reducing the problem of unemployment. Another thing, the government can invest some money in transportation and storage of crops or make better rural roads so that mini trucks reach everywhere and many farmers who have now access to water can continue to grow and sell these crops in the market. Okay, this activity can provide employment but also employment to the farmers but also others such as those in service sectors like transport and trade. Okay, when the crops, in simple words, when the farmers will grow more crop with the help of irrigation, they will also want to sell the crops and to take the crops from field to the market. They need help of tertiary sector. Now, to cultivate the land, farmer also needs fertilizer, agricultural equipment, pump sets to draw water. So if the local banks give credit at a reasonable rate of interest, farmer will be able to buy all these things in time and cultivate their land. So we need to open more and more local banks in the villages. That will also create the employment because in every bank at least we need many people to work there, for example security guard, managers and employers. So that way also employment can be generated in the tertiary sector. Now another thing, if the government set up small scale industries in rural area where large number of people may be employed, for example dal and rice mills, these are the small scale mills but they can help or they can observe the extra people from the agriculture sector. Similarly, opening of cold storage could give job opportunities for farmers to store their products like potatoes and onions and sell them when the price is right. So with the cold storages, okay, with the opening of cold storage we can start or we can give employment to large number of people, because first for the construction of cold storage we need people and then we need people to manage the cold storage. Okay, then in villages near forest areas people can start honey collection centers where farmers can come and sell wild honey. Okay, and it is also possible to set up industries that process vegetables and agriculture products like potato, sweet potato, rice, wheat, tomato, fruit, etc. This will provide employment in industries located in semi-rural areas. So basically these small industries, if we set up close to the villages, these industries will observe the extra people, those who are working in agriculture sector, in secondary and tertiary sector. Even the constructing more school buildings can help in generating employment. Simply, more school means more teachers and other staff. And in a similar way, constructing more health care centers and hospitals buildings can also help in generating employment. More healthcare center means more doctors, nurses, and other staff. Another way of creating employment is tourism. Every state or region has the potential for increasing the income and employment for people in that area. It could be tourism or regional industry. In fact, at the present time, tourism industries are providing employment to a large number of people, okay, through by opening hotels, restaurants, providing guide services, transportation, and people are also selling their handicrafts, locally made goods to the tourist and earning a lot of money. So tourism has lot of potential in generating employment. But all these points which we have discussed, they can create employment, but in a long term. For short term, we have one of the very important schemes of the government, that is called MNREGA, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. The central government in India made law implementing right to work in about 625 districts of India. Okay, it is called Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. Under MNREGA 2005, all those who are able to and are in need of work in rural areas are guaranteed 100 days of employment in a year by the government. Okay, and if the government fails in its duty to provide employment, it will give unemployment allowances to the people. So you can see the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act aims at enhancing the livelihood security of people in rural area by guaranteeing 100 days of wage employment in financial year to a rural household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. Here are some of the works which the government initiates or starts under the MNREGA so that the people can get the job, that is for construction of canals, construction of ponds, then maintenance of railway tracks, construction of roads, and planting small saplings by the roadside. These are some of the works undertaken by the government under MNREGA. So with this, the topic is over. Thank you. Have a nice day.